All right, I had to cut the tape, and I don't know how to stitch it together, so this is part 2. All right, so cards I pulled were Hirith again, which is about home. It fell out of the deck. And usually when a card falls out of a deck, you're meant to have it. You're meant to. It's meant for you. So we'll go over Hirith again. It's about a longing for home. It's from Wales or Welsh culture, Celtic. And it's a deep longing for something, especially one's home. Being homesickness. When I moved to North Carolina, I was so homesick for my friends and my family. I miss them so much. And my granny died when I was in the 9th grade. And I still miss her. I miss her so badly. She was a saint. You're tinged with grief and sadness over the lost or departed. Longing for home, strong, persistent desire, craving, especially for something unattainable. Yeah, I think we've all longed for something that we couldn't get. But it wasn't meant to be. Or we would have got it. Feelings of missing a place, people, or a sense of belonging that makes a place. I miss going and visiting my mom. She had a beautiful home. And my stepdad was a sweet little Jewish man. And I loved him dearly. He was Papa Burl. And there was always good times with him. So I miss going and visiting my mom and my stepdad. Yearning for comfort, familiarity, and security. You might be feeling disconnected from people and places that make a place feel like home. This isn't home. This is an apartment I live in. I don't like it. It's the best we can do for now. And that piece of furniture you're looking at over there, that's going to be a project too. My cousin Kathy gave that to me. And that's going to have I don't know what they're called. It's going to be an ornate wooden thing that I wood glue to it, and I need to get bigger knobs. The knobs I got don't really work with it; they're too small. But that's going to be a project, and the desk over there that's sitting on is going to be another project, and then I got a chest of drawers is probably excuse me. Probably from the 40s. That's going to be another project. I'm not real happy with some of the designs, so I'm going to be redoing that. And then there's another little, well, it's my nightstand, but it's a little chest of drawers, and that's going to be done. And then I have a big armoire in the living room that I'm going to be doing. Then maybe it'll start feeling like home when it has me and my stuff in it. Like I said, we lost everything, and we're trying to recoup. And what we lost. No, not that easy. Okay. So, you might be feeling disconnected from people, places that make a place feel like home. A loss of home physically or emotionally. Your house could have burned down. You could have sold your house. I remember when my stepdad retired, he wanted to downsize, and my mother went into a deep depression because she did not want to leave the big house and go to a smaller house. But that's kind of like what you do when you get older and you don't have no kids at home. You get rid of the 5-bedroom house and go to a 3-bedroom house. Nostalgia, sentimental, longing for the past. Homesick for the stars, feeling of longing or yearning for something beyond the familiar. Being drawn to vastness and mystery of the universe. We have a really huge universe. And we don't know what all's out there. I'd like to know. I don't think that this is it. I think that there's a little bit more going on. I don't think that when we die that's the end of it. I mean, I think that because we're energy and energy doesn't stop. I mean, we might quit breathing, our heart might quit beating, but we go on in a different dimension, I believe. I know you're going to think I'm crazy. I don't care. Maybe I am crazy. Perhaps feeling a disconnect from Earth and a desire to belong to something larger. Yeah, I do. I want to connect with whatever's out there. If there's my ancestors floating around, hey, I'm here. You know, my spirit guides, hey, I'm here. E.T., yep. Want to meet him? Want to meet the extraterrestrials if they're out there. Want something beyond the ordinary. I think everybody does. They want more than the mundane, you know? The allure of the unknown. Stars represent vastness, mystery, and universe, a sense of wonder, desire to explore what lies beyond. And then these two cards, Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. Forge, don't follow, pave a new path, be the leader you wish you had. And let's see, the Star Brothers. Horse energy, loyalty, protection, safety, trust. You are more protected than you can imagine. Shh. That's my son's dog. He comes in here and he digs at the bed. Lay down. He wants under the cover. He wants me to get up and cover him up because he's spoiled. Okay. You are more protected than you can imagine. It's safe to open the back of your heart. Hold on. Sorry about that. He's happy now. Crazy dog. Very spoiled. Pitbull wasn't under the covers. It is safe to open the back of your heart. You're being called to be open to receiving a new level of support now from those in your life and from the benevolent beings you're connected with. Possibly somebody that's watching this, you don't feel like you have a support system. You do. Find them. Find your support system. Find your tribe. And your tribe will encourage you, empower you, support you, let you lean on them, give you a shoulder. There's people out there who actually do care. I know that's hard to believe, but yeah, there are. Through ancestral patterning, current life traumas, and past life karmic impressions, many of us have become mistrustful and suspicious of loyalty and have blocks when it comes to receiving support. Yeah, if someone's being nice and you're not used to someone being nice, you kind of wonder, what's their angle? What are they after? Surely they're not nice for no reason. But yeah, people are nice because they're nice. Few and far between, but they're out there. Just let them in. Unblock it. You don't have to live a life alone. You don't have to feel that it's not safe. Let your guard down and open your heart. Quit thinking that the world is not a friendly place. I know there's some unfriendly people. I know there's some unsavory characters. I know there's some evil. I know I worked in a prison. But there are good people too. And you need to find them. If your people around you don't support you and don't make you happy, then find the people who do. Find your tribe. The Star Brothers want you to have a new experience of life on Earth. They want you to feel deeply secure and safety, even if you're going through difficult times. They want you to hand over your fears to them. You can hand them over to God. You can hand them over to Jesus. You can hand them over to Allah. You can hand them over to the Star Brothers. But you can say, take them. Take my fears. Walk with me. See this as an opportunity to let in more love. They're guiding you to stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine. So somebody out there is probably going through something. And they feel alone. You're not alone. Even when you are physically alone, you're not really alone. You can call on your spirit guides. You can call on your angels. You can call on your saints. You can call on your ancestors. You can call on God to help you, to be with you, to walk with you. Don't ask for strength. Every time you ask for strength, you will need strength. Okay? Don't do that. So stay open to receiving a greater level of support than you can ever imagine, both in this world and beyond. To call on your team of loyal protectors and supporters, spirit guides, angels, saints, Jesus, God, Allah, whatever you believe in. Both physically and energetically. They want you to learn to soften through life's ups and downs and learn to open your heart, especially when it wants to harden. Try not to let your heart harden. Keep it open. How can you open yourself up to receiving more support? What can you do to achieve this? Ask yourself that. Put yourself out there. Be cautious, watch for red flags, but put yourself out there. Be you. And the other one, this is the Star Brothers. It's like they're connected. Forge, don't follow. Pave a new path. Be the leader you wished you had. If you wait until the path is perfectly paved, you won't be forging your own path, and you'll likely not even take the first step. Okay. Do you know how many times I've started this YouTube channel? Several times. Didn't have the right equipment. I kept making excuses. Work with what you got. Then build up. My light system will be here and it'll be much better. A lot better. But for this right here, I don't need a great light system. Don't let a small detail like being unable to find someone to show you the way be the reason you don't step forward and lead. Lead. Don't wait for someone else to lead you. You be the leader. You decide what you're going to do and you do it. This is your sign. If you're thinking about doing something, do it. Just let it be the reason that you do it. You lead. The most courageous and needed leaders are the ones who don't wait for permission or until the morning they wake up feeling ready. They take a deep breath, put one foot in front of the other, and figure it out as they go. Yeah, you pull yourself up by your bootstraps and just keep going. So whatever it is you want to do, figure it out how to do it and do it. I remember my dad used to tell me, you can do anything you want to do. Just take the steps to do it. Learn how to do it and do it. You can do anything. Don't hold yourself back. Do what you want to do, especially if you're over 40, 30. Especially, if you're 30, you got youth on your hand. As 60-year-olds, we don't have youth on our hands. We're old. We're sickly. We don't have energy. But here I am, I'm trying to help people, to be an inspiration. I'm sick with a lot of ailments. I'm in and out of the hospital. But I'm showing up every day and I'm participating, whether you like it or not, because I'm going to get better. I'm going to make it. I'm determined to make it, and you should be too. Leaders don't wait for someone to lead them. They lead themselves. They don't make excuses. They do. I remember my other stepdad, I've had two, used to say, I'd say, I can't do that. I was with them 1st through 8th grade. And I'd say, I can't do that. And he'd say, can't, never could do anything. Do it. Don't say you can't. Figure out a way and do it. This is your only life. Live it. Now, yes, I believe there's something after we pass on that our spirits might be hanging around. But this is the life we're living today. Make the best of this life that you're living today. This card is for leaders. You're here to pave a path that hasn't been walked before, to go first and lead the way for others who are calling you in. If you feel misrepresented, step forward for all those who also feel misrepresented. If no one's speaking out on the topics you feel passionate about, share your unique voice. Everybody's got a story to tell. Tell your story. You may have survived something that you weren't supposed to survive, and you didn't let it get you down. You just kept moving forward. You see, when all the things that have happened to me, marriage falling apart. Okay, I got pregnant when I was 17. I had my son at 18. His father wasn't in the picture. I got married when I was in my mid-20s. And it didn't work out. And I just did what I had to do. I was a mother, I had to be a mother. Whether there was a father or not, I still had to be a mother. And I did the best I could with what I had available. I went to school full-time and I worked part-time, and was out in the summer when he, was able to spend summers with him. And fortunately, my dad helped out a whole lot. And, but I did it. I went to school and worked. I had no other options. That's how I looked at it. I got to be a mom. I got to raise this child. He's my responsibility. So do what you got to do. And I'm sharing my voice. I'm encouraging each and every one of you to follow your dreams. Just follow them. start a YouTube channel. There is a niche for everything and everyone. And you can make money off of YouTube. You have to show up every day and you have to participate. That's why I'm making all these videos. Painting this thing. Okay. It was a video to do so I could get my 30 videos up in 30 days. There's no one on earth who comes close to possessing your unique combination of skills, gifts, and life experiences. And that's true. Everyone has a story to tell. You don't know what's going on with people. Everyone has something to say. Your voice is unique, and your voice is your voice. And your voice could also help someone. My granddaughter, as I keep referring to her, could help so many young kids that's went through what she's went through. Your voice is powerful, especially if you use it in a positive manner to help other people. There is no one on earth who comes close to possessing your unique I've already said that one. Don't look to those who've come before you to work out your path. Leaders must forge their own. Be a leader. Forge your path. Whatever your path might be. Might want to be 66 years old and start taking pictures. Might want to be 63 years old and say, I'm going to start a YouTube channel about living in a van. Or I was watching this one woman, 70 years old, and she put her stuff in storage, moved out of her apartment, sold a bunch of stuff, and is taking a trip around Europe. She's staying in hostels. Think about that. Being 70 years old and deciding, I'm going to go to Europe. I'm going to stay in hostels. I'm going to travel. More power to her. Do your thing. Whatever your thing is, do it. Do it for yourself. Do it for your daughter. Do it for your granddaughter. Lead, forge a path. Do it for humanity. Do it for the leaders that will follow behind you. You will make it easier for others to follow your lead. Forge, don't follow. Be a leader. Be a leader in your journey in life, on your path. Do it your way. Don't settle. Do what your heart is calling you to do. How are you being called to forge rather than follow? Think about that. how can you be the leader you wish you had? Think about that and do it. All right, I'm going to sign off. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, subscribe. Thank you for watching. Subscribe, give me a like, make a comment. I'm not going to wait. I'm determined to make it on YouTube. There's a niche for me, and there's a niche for you. So, until tomorrow.